and I represent Bauchi Central of Bauchi State. Mr. President, we are facing an existential threat collectively as people. And by the time we begin to procrastinate and say it is this group against this group, it is this religion against this religion, the event of the last few weeks has proven to all Nigerians that these attacks comes to any Nigerian, irrespective of tribe, region, and religion. And therefore, Mr. President, the more we begin to see ourselves as being victims of these terrorists, the better for all of us. Yesterday, we lost a general, Brigadier General Uba Musa, and the videos being circulated. And 24 hours after, we saw what happened in Kebbi. What we are missing is that these people have taken advantage of our infallibility to keep getting at us. Now we are being saddled with a responsibility going forward. Are these terrorists appeasable? Can we reach out to them? There are one school of thought who imagined that these terrorists could be reached and then discussions take place. There is another school of thought who thinks that these terrorists should be met with all the force required to meet them. And that is the entanglement, Mr. President, we are in. It is left for all of us.
You have 2 seconds remaining.
You took my 30 seconds saying, so it took the parliament like ours to come up and tell this government whether we can appease these terrorists or that we can go after these terrorists. Lives have been lost. Imagine if any one of us has a daughter now in captivity in Kebbi. Will you be sleeping? Is it possible for you to survive when your own daughter is taken? And because these daughters are not ours, we begin to be political and lackadaisical in meeting the expectations of our people. It's a bad day for me, sir. I rest my case.
Senator Aminu.
Sokoto South Senatorial District. Mr. President, let me join my leader and elder brother by also lending my voice in support of this motion and commiserating with the people and government of Kebbi State and the parents in particular of the children involved, and indeed also condole with the family of General Uba Musa and all of those who have lost their lives in the course of this heinous crime of banditry and those who are in captivity as a result of kidnapping. Mr. President, as you know, I am from Sokoto State, sister state to Kebbi. By the glory of God and the trust of the people of Sokoto State, I presided over the affairs of Sokoto State for 8 years, and it was from there that I came here. While there, on the saddle of leadership of that state, I was deeply involved in facing situations like this. Mr. President, we cannot afford to play politics with issues of security. Security remains one of the key and most important ingredient for the survival of any community. And once there is a security threat, it is expected that all of the members of a particular community should come together and bond and face that threat. That is what I expect from this parliament. That's what I expect from Nigerians. We must emphasize the issues of religion and ethnicity while dealing with matters of insecurity. If we do not do that, the tendency is that we are falling into the trap of enemies of this country. And we know ourselves, and we know what is going on. I therefore charge every Nigerian to come together, bond together, and make sure that we move side by side in facing and confronting all of these challenges facing this country. Mr. President, this is a very serious matter. It has been recurring, and in Kebbi, Sokoto, Katsina, Zamfara, Kaduna, Niger, Plateau, Benue, many parts, virtually every part of Nigeria today is facing one form of insecurity or the other. And unless we're able to come together and work together, we may not find solution to it. I admonish the government of Kebbi State to maybe borrow a leaf from what we did during our service in Sokoto State. We were forced by the circumstances of that time to relocate so many schools, merge some boarding schools, and deboard some of the schools. Maga is in Zuru Emirate, and Zuru Emirate has been facing this very particular challenge over time, since the time of Atiku Bagudu till now. So I admonish the government of Kebbi State to consider deboarding some of these schools and making some of them where they have day schools as day schools, and then taking some of them out of security-prone areas, challenge-prone areas, to a safer environment. I believe that will help. And I call on federal government to go back to what we have been saying. As governors of Northern Nigeria then, we have been calling for concerted and coordinated fight. Their template of attacking these bandits, either in Kebbi or in Zamfara, or in Katsina, or Niger, or Plateau, or Benue, in silos, will not work. It's not working. It has to be a coordinated effort and making sure that maybe it's done simultaneously. And it can be done. We must muster the will and the resources to face these challenges. Thank you, Mr. President.